Opting for the 4-iron here. Pretty sure that one's headed left. Now let's switch our focus to Justin Thomas.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Let's return to live play now. Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. This putt for par here. Was on a good line. Putting for a bogey. Okay, let's head to the next. Just one off the lead after that hole. Here we are, Rich, on the 12th tee at Emery Beach. And this par 5 is at 550 from the back tees.
And what a hole this is. Bunker down the right-hand side comes into play if you really mishit it. But the one right in the center, that little zit, I tell you what, that is going to make some players angry. I can promise you that. If you avoid all that, second shot, fairly straightforward. Anything bailing out to the right is going to lead to a really simple pitch shot for your up and down birdie.
How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot. 6 feet remaining to the cup.
What a nice line.
And he'll be proud of that one. Good way to bounce back from the bogey at the last. And that will move him to 6 under par. Now on the tee, fresh off a birdie, a great opportunity to build on that momentum. Yeah, this is a quality looking shot, this one. That should find the short stuff. Second shot here on the 13th. Not the result they were after there.
Not too sure what they hit there, but it wasn't the right one.
Oh, how good was that?
And a chip in, Luke, just what the doctor ordered.
Now let's head over and see what JT's been doing.
It's been neck and neck. He's actually tied with his rival. This is tough. Can he do it?
The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Setting up now on a par 4. This one's looking good off the tee. That should find the short stuff. And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
Setting up here from about 200 yards.
Looks to be going with the 4-iron. And he's hit that inside the range. They're a long way from the hole here. Work to be done.
Their short game has been very impressive. They've been really sharp today.
Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. Big putt for par coming up. And there it is. And this effort by Justin Thomas.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
He's currently sitting in 3rd. Well, let's get amongst this 15th hole. And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
Setting up here from about 195 yards.
Going with the 4-iron here. This one can take a little bounce to the left. sitting at -7 in third position. Wow, that almost went in the hole. And this putt to move into second spot on the leaderboard, or at least a share of it.
With 3 holes to go, it's a good position to be in.
Well, that was a positive hole. A little shift up the leaderboard. Well played. Stepping up to the 16th tee now. Going with the pitching wedge here. Let's finish with a flurry. It'd be nice to make a move up the leaderboard. Well, Rich, there's nothing too difficult about this bunker shot, aside from the moment.
The most challenging part about this shot is the situation.
What a shot! Almost went in the bucket. Found the green side rough. Still, not a bad spot. How close was that to going down? And down it goes. Now let's switch our focus to Justin Thomas.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
And that moves them to -6 for the tournament.
Not much happening, moving down the leaderboard, never a good sign.
Not bad. Second shot here on the 17th. Good shot there, Beamer. Okay, Henny. What's he looking at with this putt?
All right, down the hill here. Got to be gentle.
Oh, so close. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me. Hey, that's a chance. Yeah, we'll take that. He's currently tied for 4th. Well, it's time to tee off on the 18th hole. Oh, that was flushed. This one looks to be slightly offline here. Oh, stop it. What a shot. And this punt is for a final score of 63. And that will conclude his tournament to date. This is what I really love about these rivalries, Henny. They can take on some of the great players in the game, players who have won major championships, some of the biggest wins in the history of the sport, and yet they come out on top. But not only on top, they come out with a dominant win.
Luke, there was nothing small or shy or tired about that performance. That was really incredible. It was a pleasure to watch. This player came out all guns blazing. They told us what they were going to do. We didn't listen. They followed through, and really, it was a joy to watch.
On behalf of Rich Beam, Henny Kuyak, John McCarthy, I'm Luke Elvey saying so long from 2K Sports.
Good on.
2K Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside major champion Rich Beam in the booth, and it's wonderful to welcome in Henning Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Hey guys, I can't wait to watch these two go at it again. It was an incredible battle first time round, and I think there'll be a few shots fired out here.
Certainly excited to seeing this one. Strap yourselves in. And here we are with the third shot. Big par saver coming up for this fella. Nice line. And that's an opening hole par for this player.
Nothing wrong with an opening par, just easing their way into this round.
The second hole is a long par 3 on typical Redan style at 230 yards.
Yes, the green runs from right to left and chases away from the player on the tee. You can hit it short right and have it bounce on to the flag sticks that are on the right. However, when they're in the back left, you don't want to come up short and left in a low area. That'll leave a very difficult up and down.
Good mid-range putt this one, an 18-footer. If it's up, it could be in. And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
It's been so tight. She's tied here with her rival. And can she pull ahead now?
And that par ensures he'll stay right there at even par. Rich, the first exposure to the famous lake here at Arnold Palmer's Bay Hill Club and Lodge is the third.
There's a lot of intimidating tee shots on this golf course, Luke. This could be number one. Water down the left-hand side, you obviously want no part of, but if you miss it right in the rough, that is very gnarly and nasty to come out of. The green works away from the player, moving from right to left. The miss is out to the right, but watch out. It's awfully quick coming down that green. Don't chip it or putt it in the water.
That's frustrating. Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. Hang on, this looks pretty handy. Yeah, good job. Nice par.
That hole looks double the size for this player this week.
The first of the par 5s, Rich, the fourth hole.
Yes, Luke, you got out of bounds on the right-hand side. That shouldn't come into play for the players, but those bunkers down the left-hand side certainly will. If you get a good tee shot away and you find the fairway, the second shot uphill to this par 5, you can reach, but still lots of trouble lurking around this green.
Just a bit outside into the rough.
Yeah, this lies pretty deep here. And here we are with their fourth. 5 strokes behind our leader. Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. And this one is for his par. This one started out on a good line. Why don't we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
Well, she's in 5th, and she'll want to climb from there.
And now we can take a look at how that play affects the leaderboard. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. The 5th at Bay Hill is the shortest par 4 on the front 9, measuring just under 400 yards, Ridge. Placement off the tee, critical here.
It is. It plays straight downhill the entire way, so most players not taking driver out and challenging those bunkers. Lay up short of those, and you'll have a short shot to a green that once again chases away from you at the back end of it.
That's tidy. And taking aim from around 100 yards here. 5 shots off the pace.
Oh, this needs a little right turn, Clyde.
Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie. That was a gallant attempt. It's just about 3 feet away. You've finished your work on that hole. Let's take a look at the next one. And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
She's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Now 6 strokes back after that hole. Now we head to the famous par 5 6th. Rich, a lot of players are thinking birdie, maybe even eagle.
Out to the right, most definitely the widest part of the fairway, just left of the left-hand bunker out there. We'll leave a layup out to the right, and then you just have a short pitch on from there. This is a really solid birdie opportunity.
Getting ready to play their third. This would be a great up and down. That was clinical. Beautifully played. And that will move him up the leaderboard as well. Currently 1 under for the event.
Gotta like it, moving up the leaderboard, never a bad thing.
Let's have a look at the 7th hole, a par 3.
Finally, you have a green that pitches back towards you ever so slightly, Luke, but still coming into it with a good 6-5 iron from 195 yards. It's still a difficult task to get it close.
That one seemed to get away from them, Rich.
And coming up well short.
Oh, almost went in. Well, I hope he makes this one. It's for par. Nice stroke. Why don't we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
Yeah, she's been playing great, looking consistent, and now she's 2 strokes ahead of her rival.
So after that effort, let's have a look at the contenders and the pretenders. The par 4 8th, Rich, challenging tee shot and approach.
Love this tee shot here, Luke. The fairway camber's pretty good from right to left, kicking the golf ball towards that bunker. So make sure to take 1 less club off this tee. From there, you make sure that you take enough club for your second shot to carry the front edge. If not, that golf ball will come falling back off the green into the drink.
Hoping for a bounce here, preferably to the left. Yep, that one's on the dance floor. You can 2-putt that for sure. And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
She's 2 strokes ahead in this group rivalry today.
This putt to join those amongst the top 10 on the leaderboard. It's tracking. Yeah, nice mid-range birdie putt, that one. And he'll move into the top 10. Now 5 strokes behind. Let's take a look at the final hole on the front 9, the 9th, and what a tough tee shot it is.
It is it ever. Players want to avoid the bunker down the left-hand side, so inevitably they push it out to the right-hand side, into the rough, into the trees. Now they've got really very little chance of reaching the green in 2. So this is probably the most difficult tee shot on this front 9, and one they have to find the fairway with.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. 5 shots off the lead. Didn't that look good for a long time? A 9-foot chance here. I don't mind the look of this. Oh, just missed. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead as we step into the second 9 here, Rich, and the short par-4 10th.
Players have looked at this hole differently over the years. It used to be just a layup shy of that bunker down the right-hand side. But with a favorable wind, we're seeing a lot more players take out driver and take it over that bunker, leaving a very short second to a green that is slightly elevated.
Why don't we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
Yeah, she's been playing great, looking consistent, and now she's 2 strokes ahead of her rival.
What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
Careful not to leave this one short. It's back uphill, and nothing worse than leaving an uphill putt short.
Okay, steady now. Oh, I don't mind this par putt. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. The par 4 11th resembles the par 4 3rd, doesn't it? The big lake on the left-hand side.
It does. It just has a little more landing room here on the left-hand side, however. But if you lay back, be prepared to go in with a long iron. If you take the driver out and successful, you now turn this challenging hole into almost a birdie opportunity.
Yeah, a quality shot, that. An opportunity to make a par here.
Come on, don't be shy.
And gets that putt of distance to go. He's in a share of 15th. And the 12th hole, Rich, similar to the 4th hole. Arnold Palmer has really started to mimic front and back nose.
He does. It's kind of the same thing. Out of bounds, out to the right. You got to avoid both those bunkers there, both right and left. You find the fairway. Again, second shot slightly uphill to a green that sits above you. One of the big dangers here, though, is going long. That is a big no-no to miss it long on this 12th.
And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
Birdied their last hole.
Okay, let's get back to the action. This putt for a spot in the top 5.
They're going to walk this one in.
Wonderful putt. And that puts some real pressure on their rival now. And let's have another look at that one.
Now this is how you putt. Take another look at this.
And this player's moving up on the leaderboard after that hole. Number 13, not a long hole by anyone's stretch, but the pond in front of the green really plays havoc.
It does, more so than it should. It's just a long iron or a hybrid off the tee. Find the fairway down the right-hand side. Open up the angle for your second shot. And it's obvious, you just don't want to miss your second shot right. So bail out to the left-hand side. Make a par. Pretty simple.
And that one's headed to the drink. Playing their 4th shot. 4 strokes off the lead. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look at this one.
This is a 12-footer here.
Apa Mas Tosan?
Oh, that was such a good stroke.
Yeah, that's a good putt.
Kevinnya lagi jalan Mas Tosan.
And unfortunately heading in the wrong direction on the leaderboard after that hole. And another of the uphill par 3s, the 14th, Rich.
This is such a difficult hole because this tee shot lines you up over on the left-hand side where you'll find those bunkers. But if you bail out to the right, well, now you're running into a low area that you have a pretty difficult chip shot to a green that historically is the firmest and fastest on this golf course.
What an opportunity.
Lu goblok. Bangsat lo, ngata-ngatain goblok lo. Siapa lo? Orang mana lo?
Yes, they've made it. And that will take
Aldi mana lo anjing?
What do we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
Aldi mana lo? Ini bukan Kevin nih.
Rival in this event.
This is Brooke Henderson. It's time to check on the leaderboard. Trailing by 4 strokes.
Gua nggak kenal lo. Gua udah bilang nih bukan Kevin. Jangan kurang ajar lo ya.
To get into the closing stretch here at Bay Hill, the 15th, the par 4.
Strong par 4, dog legs from left to right. Don't miss it out to the right in that bunker. Not only are you hitting your second shot out of the trap, but also you've got some magnolia trees to deal with. This is a very difficult fairway to find because that fairway does chase away from you just over that bunker. This is a very strong par 4.
Standing over this one, and it's a very long putt.
This for back-to-back birdies. Get the fist pump ready. This looks like it's going in.
Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
She got one back on that last hole.
So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Currently at -3 for the event. Well, one of the great parts of the finish here of Bay Hill's Club and Lodge, Rich, is the fluctuations in scoring, and it all starts here at the par 5 16th.
Luke, you got to take advantage of this par 5. It's just over 500 yards. Find the fairway. Don't flirt with either of those bunkers out there. Second shot should be with a middle to long iron to a green that's surrounded by water on the left and bunkers on the right. But still, it's a great opportunity to make 4 or better.
Now, that looked pretty good the whole way. And this putt to move into a tie for 3rd. Well, that's a nice line. What do we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
She's currently in 4th place.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
They've just got to focus on hitting the back of the cup, guys. This is up the hill, bit of extra juice needed.
Bukan Kevin, bukan Kevin.
A 1-stroke advantage.
I tell you what, inching closer to that top spot on the leaderboard, things are definitely heating up.
Opting for the 4-iron here. Come on, that finish line's in sight. Let's power towards it. And this putt is for a big 2 on the scorecard. Oh, I like the look of this. That's outstanding. What a putt. And that will take him to 6 under. Oh, I'd like to have one more look at that shot.
I could watch this one all day. Who would have thought that would go in?
He's currently tied for 2nd.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
Rich, as we head to the finishing hole here at Bay Hill, a famous finishing hole, so much drama over the years, predominantly by the great Tiger Woods. But most of the drama starts off the tee.
It does. This is actually a semi-blind tee shot. There's a mound down the right-hand side of the fairway where you can't see the golf balls land, so players won't know whether they found the fairway or missed it right or even out on the left-hand side. Most iconic moments in all of golf, in my mind's eye, Robert Gomez holding his second shot here back in 1990 to claim the title.
And a par putt awaits him. Ooh. This next putt is for bogey. Nice round, well played. Well, at the end of the day, there's no W in the event, but does that really matter when you come up against a player of the calibre of Brooke Henderson and beat her, Henny?
No, not at all, Luke. You have just beat a multiple major champion. Nothing matters anymore. Not your mum, not your dad, not your dog or your cat. Nothing matters. Not many people can boast about that. So, a great result overall and something to be celebrated.
On behalf of Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.
Oh, bentar loh. Yaudah. Besok gua sholat dulu.
2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Players' Championship. Today's coverage is about to start. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam, and here we are at TPC Sawgrass, the famous stadium course. Rich, this is a stern test for the players, isn't it?
It is, Luke. The interesting thing about this golf course is that every single shot seems to be working away from the previous shot. The tee shot, if it's a dogleg left to right, then the next shot requires a shot from right to left. It's just one of these golf courses that you have to think and pay attention on every single shot. You can't take a single shot for granted, and you certainly can't afford to get out of position because the angles on this golf course are so bizarre. Pete Dye is a genius when it comes to designing this golf course.
Well, it's all set up for an exciting event. Can't wait to get into this. Ouch, that hurts. And this next putt, it's for bogey. And the entire field looks up at that familiar sight and sees the name of Tiger Woods on top. The first of our birdie opportunities comes second, par 5.
Driver not necessarily required here because you have to shape your tee shot from right to left, and if you're a right-handed golfer, that's not the easiest thing to do. So lefties have a better opportunity, I think, of finding this fairway than most with driver. From there, a second shot over a long bunker to a green that's very narrow, dotted by pot bunkers. Truly is one of the coolest par 5s on this layout.
Oh, I thought that one was going in. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
Beautiful shot. And with that now, back to level par.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
And choosing the 8-iron here. Oh, terrific approach, and a chance for birdie here at the 3rd. Oh, what a stroke.
John, give us a small update.
Hello up there. We are checking in down here with Lydia Ko as she gets set for her next shot here on the 7th hole.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Currently 1 under for the tournament. Well, the 4th is another great example that it doesn't need to be a long par 4 to be a testing one. This 4th can be menacing, can't it?
Par 4, 384 yards from the back. A long snake-like bunker down the right-hand side to a cool little green with all sorts of movement on it. A very fun hole to play indeed.
Wonderfully played. No surprise to see Colin Morikawa have a few more highlights. Let's take a look at this one. A chance to get amongst the action of the top 20. This putt drops.
I can't believe this. Is this going to go in?
Trailing by a few shots after that hole. All right, Rich, the par 4 5th. A strong hole, this one, isn't it?
Huge mounding down the left-hand side that you want to avoid at all costs. The bunker down the right-hand side, to be fair, is not that bad. But a little further right of that, though, that's the water. You want no part of it. Second shot is downhill to a green. To be fair, that's mostly flat, runs from back left to front right, but one of the more benign greens on this layout.
And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard.
This is... Oh, yeah.
Well, that should limit the damage. Nicely done. And with that, he'll move to 3 under par. Some lovely momentum for this player, moving up the leaderboard. The tee shot at the par 4-6 has changed a lot now that that tree's been taken out of the way, Rich. But what do you think of this short par 4?
I missed the tree. I thought that was a really cool feature of this hole. You had to flight it underneath the tree back in the day to find the fairway. The bunker down the left-hand side has been expanded quite a bit as the lake on the left-hand side has been added as well. The front part of this green is protected by tall palm trees that will certainly make you think on your second shots. This is a wonderful little par 4.
Well, it's time to head back down to the fairways. John, what's up, mate?
Hello up there. We are checking in down here with Lydia Ko as she gets set for her next shot here on the 10th.
And back to the course with the live action. 11 feet left to the hole.
Now this is important. This for par.
It's got a chance. Well done. He's currently tied for 8th. As we go from a wonderful little par 4, we go to a challenging, longer par 4, the 7th.
Difficult par 4, 451 yards. Water and sand all the way down the left-hand side. Hit it out to the right, find the green with your second, and sprint to the next hole, making 4.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. Oh, well played. Trying to get it to 4 under with this putt. Well, would have been nice to get the birdie, but a par never hurts. Colin Morikawa doing what he does best. He's leading this tournament as we head to the next hole. Looks to be going with a hybrid here. Pay attention, folks. That's how you play golf. This putt is about 10 feet from the hole.
This is their look at birdie.
This is on a great line.
Let's have a look at this highlight. Justin Thomas with a great shot here. Let's take a look at the leaderboard as it stands. Our leader is Colin Morikawa as we head to the next. The final hole on the opening 9 at TPC Sawgrass's Stadium course, Rich, is a clever 3-shotter.
Par 5, 583 yards from the back. Most players will play this as a 3-shotter. Just find the fairway out to the left, second shot out to the right, sets up a very simple third shot to a very narrow green. Miss it right or left, good luck getting it up and down.
Already has 4 wins under the belt this year.
Oi, oi.
This one's headed towards the rough.
Wah, tergantung ya. Kalau anak gua ngerecokin, paling sebentar dong. Kalau nggak ngerecokin, gua bisa 8 jam, 7 jam deh.
This putt to move into a share of 2nd place. Gee, that's good playing. 6 birdies in a round. And a spot in the top 5 also.
Kenapa emang, Cok?
Great shot. The back 9 at TPC Sawgrass starts off with a shortish par 4, but it really requires accuracy off the tee.
It does. I've seen a lot of players try and challenge the tee shot down the left-hand side. That's a huge no-no. Just bail out to the right, leave your second shot just a little bit further back, and you'll be rewarded with a fairly straightforward shot into a green that has some mounding, but overall fairly gentle.
Paling jam 12 atau jam 11.
This putt's for 6 under par.
Ngapain lu nanya-nanya umur gue, anjir? 40.
This one's online. Oh, what a round this is.
39.
7 birdies today. And that will move into 6 under par. As we look at the leaderboard, this player sits in second place, behind Colin Morikawa.
The tempo there was exquisite.
Astaga, kena
Time
pohon
for the
dong.
second shot at the 11th.
Yang sekolah di Doski tuh anak gua, Cok.
Taking aim from around 100
Iya, yang sekolah di Doski anak
yards
gua.
here, just 2 shots behind.
Iya.
Not a bad approach, that one. Not quite inside the birdie range, but you never know. Hole a long one, still counts. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
Straight back up this hill. Can be firm here.
Ooh, right by the hole. And that should secure the par on this
Gak ngerti kok maksudnya lu arahnya
As we
kemana
update
gak
the
ngerti.
scoreboard, this player is
Ini
in
juga anak
second,
gua udah.
behind Colin Morikawa.
Direcokin gimana maksudnya? Ini arahnya kemana nih?
Yeah, give yourself a pat on the back. Sitting at -6.
Adanya Kevin.
Tied for second.
Nggak usah lu nih, lu bocil ya.
Lovely effort that. 15 feet to the cup.
Short game has been especially sharp today, Luke. Very impressive.
Get excited. This could go in. Ooh, nice putt to make for a birdie. And with that, he'll move to 7 under. Incredible. Well, as you start to head for home here at TPC Sawgrass, you're blessed with this wonderful par 3-13.
So many different levels to this green. On the par 3, playing 181 yards from the back. You can get it close. You can even make a hole-in-one. But watch out, if you hit the wrong spot on the green, it'll be difficult to two-putt from there. Oh, you know you want to.
Just didn't drop. Easy par, that. Our leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage. There's a few birdie opportunities out of the game here on the second nine at TPC Sawgrass, but it really starts to toughen up down the stretch, starting here with a difficult par 4-14.
Difficult tee shot on this plank, some 481 yards from the tip. You find the fairway, and you've got a decent chance of finding the green with your second shot. But if you're out of position anywhere on this hole, your number will go up exponentially.
And he's down there. You got to read.
Setting up this putt 24 feet from the cup. Little birdie look in here.
Oh, what a great stroke. Oh, so close. Putting for par. And this is becoming a familiar sight. Colin Morikawa leads. The par 4 15th again requires another strong tee shot because there's some trees in the way, Rich.
Players do hit through a chute off this tee shot, which makes it a little bit simpler, I believe, for the players. Bunker down the right-hand side is no good because you'll have trees blocking you out with your second shot. If you miss it left into the pine straw, now you've got some trees blocking you out there, so finding the fairway is imperative. This green is no fun. You find the center of the green and you might be able to putt every single day, but in all reality, you have to find the correct section in order to give yourself the best look at making a putt.
Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this. was a gallant attempt. Okay, that hole's behind you now.
And some kind of fast finish required if they want to win this thing.
As we head to the 16th tee, the famous par 5 reached the start of the gauntlet.
Fun-filled adventure waits. Find the fairway, and let's see how brave you are. Do you want to take on the second shot and try and knock it on the green? Of course you do. But watch out. Lots of water awaiting a wayward second.
And here we are with the third shot. Just 3 strokes back. Well, that's an impressive little chip.
Judging it beautifully.
Ooh, nice looking putt. Let's take a look at Colin Morikawa from moments ago. Well, this is a fair reason why our leader is where he is on the leaderboard. And let's see what that shot did to the leaderboard. And after that performance, they'll stay right where they are in the standings.
Well, now, things have gotten interesting. Closing the gap.
Needs to make a move soon. Well played. This is a great opportunity for him to get closer to the lead.
I really hope this one drops for him.
That's frustrating.
John, talk to us. What do you got for us?
Down on hole number 18 as Justin Thomas gets ready to hit.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. And it's Colin Morikawa on top of things. When you feel like you've survived the 17th, you stand on the 18th tee and you think to yourself, where do I hit this?
It's just one of the most difficult, visually intimidating holes I think you'll ever face in your life. Somehow, try and hit it down the right-hand side of the fairway, keep it out of the rough, and from there, hit it out to the right-hand side of the green somehow, also keeping it out of the rough or that pot bunker short right. Listen, you'd be happy to make 5 here, that's for sure. 4s are magnificent. 3s are unicorns. They really don't happen that much. It is such a difficult, demanding finishing hole. Probably one of the toughest in championship golf.
Oh, that was a touch of class. Wouldn't mind seeing that again.
I'm glad we get to see this again. This one should be practiced at home.
So when it's all said and done, just 2 shots the margin between them and victory, or at least a playoff reach. How do you assess their performance?
It was good. It was good all around. You know, a couple of chances they could have taken out there today, but they just didn't get it quite done. So they'll look back at those missed opportunities, no doubt, but I think they're also going to be very thrilled with the fact they had such a good finish, just 2 strokes back. Great performance.
Well, that's all we've got time for today. On behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam, Henny Koyak and John McCarthy, plus all the hard-working folks behind the action at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time. 2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Valspar Championship is about to begin. Hello, I'm Luke Elvey alongside 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beam, who's in the booth. And it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Thanks, Luke. Hi, Rich. Yeah, there will be fireworks out there today, let me tell you. These two players have been going back and forth at each other on social media. They have something to prove out on this golf course today.
Well, that's very few occasions where he does get beaten. And if it's anywhere, it's going to be on the green. So let's see if this player rolls their potato better than most. And the player's left with an opportunity to get up and down here from the sand. On the green now, but a bit of work left to do here. This one just outside 7 feet to the hole.
This is important. Big par putt here.
That's pretty tidy. And gets that putt to drop. Gutsy effort.
Nicely done. Well fought hole right there. Bunkered off the tee, but makes that nice par save.
Water is a feature here at the Copperhead course of Innisbrook Resort, Rich, and it comes into play at the second.
Downhill tee shot, and you want to keep your tee shot out to the right as best you can to take out the trees that hug the left-hand side. Green sits well above the player's second shot. They won't see how close they hit it from the fairway.
This would be a great up and down from this spot. Very crafty, that shot.
Great touch.
Well, this would be a great par putt if he can make this. Now over to Colin Morikawa.
He's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Wow. Well, you've just got to look with admiration. That shot took some serious skill. The Copperhead course at Innisbrook can really bite you, especially if you're slightly wayward, and there's one of those holes right here at the third, Rich.
Decisions to be made. The fairway narrows up. Should you take driver out? Also the water on the right. So players more than likely laying back with some kind of fairway wood.
And what's in front of them there, Henny?
Yeah, the breeze ruffling their shirt, hitting their back. It's going to be tough to control the distance here.
See if you can get that one to come back to the left a little.
Yeah, that was tricky with that wind. Great shot there.
This putt right on 12 feet to the hole.
Oh, yeah, this is tracking nicely.
Currently 1 under for the round.
Gotta like it. Moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
The fourth hole, the first of the par threes on the property, and you've got to be dialed in on your number.
This is a challenging par 3, no doubt about it, Luke. This green pitches from right to left and from front to back, making it almost impossible to get it super close unless you have a perfect number into this par 3.
Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
He's 1 stroke behind his rival in this event.
And this putt to move into the top 10.
Surely it's going to.
Now 3 strokes back after that hole. Stretching out over 600 yards means the par 5 fifth is no snack.
It is. Luke, I rarely say that par 5s on the PGA Tour are challenging, but this is definitely one of them. It's an uphill tee shot and a second shot that is downhill, moving from right to left, that's completely blind for these players. There is a tree about 100 yards out, which is going to be something they aim at when they lay up. Third shot, though, is very basic, down the hill to a fairly flat green surrounded by some bunkers. More than likely, most players are going to have to lay it up on this par 5.
Yep, that'll work. That's fine.
And this putt to move into a tie for 4th place. Super shot that. To the top 5 he goes. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. The 6th hole at Innisbrook's Copperhead course, Rich. It's a challenging one, isn't it?
If you find the fairway off the tee here, you are an amazing human being. The fairway tilts from right to left very significantly. Holding the fairway is almost impossible.
Good choice. Go with the 3-iron. Seemed to lose the handle on that shot.
Distance control nearly impossible coming out of this rough.
Time now for the 4th shot. He's 2 shots back. Oh, that one just missed the hole. What's in front of them, Henny?
He's 13 feet out. Unlucky for some.
Nice little putt to hole, that one. Now over to Colin Morikawa.
He's feeling good, just birdied the last hole.
And after that effort, that's how it looks. Trailing by a few shots after that hole. Standing on the 7th tee, players get to breathe a sigh of relief having the 6th behind them.
You know, Luke, this is sneaky hard, to be fair. You don't need driver, and so you might get lulled to sleep a little bit by taking 3-wood out just for position. Any misses to the right or the left are going to be blocked out by some pretty gnarly trees. The green tilts from right to left ever so slightly, and watch out for those deep bunkers fronting this green. They'll grab your golf ball in a hurry.
Now, long-range putt coming up here. It'd be good to make a bomb, wouldn't it?
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Oh, get in. And that's a great way to forget about that bogey on the last. I will take that and a spot in the top 10 to boot. Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
Oh, he's out in front here in this rivalry, but can he stay that way?
He's currently in a share of 6th.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing. That dog will hunt.
A good chance to take it even deeper here. This putt's for 4 under.
Looking for another birdie here.
And racking up their 5th birdie of the day.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. Ball striking continues to be the order of the day as the players arrive on the 9th tee at par 4.
Yes, just thread those bunkers off the tee shot somehow with the driver. Second shot is going to be straight back up the hill. And once again, with the pin position over on the right-hand side, players will be unable to see where their golf ball pitches. This is a quality par 4.
Atta boy, good shot. Lining up the birdie putt here. It was on a good line. This is a par putt. Now over to Colin Morikawa.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And after that effort, let's take a look at how it stands. Reg, good position for this player. Just 3 back with 9 to play. Do you sense them making a charge?
Yes, but 3 back with 9 to go, they're going to have to start taking chances. They're going to have to start firing at every flagstick they can see.
Great shot. Playing this one about 130 yards out.
Puff of breeze moving this golf ball left to right.
We need this one to bounce right. A wonderful shot and a chance for birdie here on the 10th.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot. Looking good.
Now 3 strokes back after that hole. Very few parts of the golf course make you feel comfortable, but chance of birdie at 11.
Finally, we have a birdie hole. Just avoid that bunker down the left-hand side. Find the right-hand side of the fairway.
You can go ahead and chase one up there. Even if you can't get it on the green in two, that front bunker is not a bad leave. But beware, there are some trees over on the right-hand side that could block you out.
Getting ready to play their third. 3 shots off the lead. Well, that's comfortably on the dance floor. Well played.
Alright.
Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse.
Made birdie on the last, looking for a second in a row here.
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? Good chance to move to 6 under par here.
This for a birdie run.
Ooh. And finishing this hole with a tap-in putt. And Bubba Watson doing what he does best. He's leading this one. Now, a birdie's also in your heart, standing on the 12th tee. A short par 4, Rich. Decisions to be made?
Just a long iron or a hybrid for this tee shot here, Luke. Second shot, you're coming in with some kind of short iron to a green that's protected by a deep bunker in the front.
Chosen the pitching wedge here. Oh, this one should find the surface. Good shot, this. That's a super shot. That's another green in regulation.
Dare I say, Luke, this player has been in fuego with his approach shots. Another green in regulation.
This is a good chance. Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Ooh, that almost went down. Currently 6 under for the round.
Managing to chase down the leaders, closing that gap. Gotta like it.
Lucky 13 for some. This par 3 plays 200 yards.
Luke, this tee shot is about as hard as 8th grade algebra. It is absolutely mind-bending. It doesn't look like much, but that green absolutely, I think the green is made out of Gore-Tex. It repels golf balls.
All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
The perfect leave. Uphill, can be firm.
That's a good putt for par. You'll take it. Now over to Colin Morikawa.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. The second of the back 9 par 5s, Rich, 14. There's plenty to it.
Only the biggest hitters in the game can reach this one in 2, so any tee shot just out to the right is ideal. That way it leaves an easier shot out to the left for your layup. The third shot will be going downhill to a green that tilts from back to front, guarded by a deep bunker over on the left-hand side. If you find the fairway with your second shot, you've got a really good chance to hit your third in there close.
Well, that's a handy shot. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
This whole location for him, well, it's about 185 yards out.
Going with the 7.
This needs to go a little bit right once it lands.
Okay, that'll work. Trying to get it to 7 under par with this putt. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? An opportunity to make their par. Job done. Let's head to the next. Trailing by a couple of strokes now. The long par 3 continues to be a feature here at the Copperhead course, and 15's no different.
It is. Thankfully, though, this is the flattest green, or one of the flattest greens on the golf course here. It's basically just a long iron down the hill to this flat green, but don't miss it left. That is no good.
Wow, that almost went in the hole. Par putt coming up here. And with that putt, now it's 6 under with a few to play.
They're going to have to dig deep to pull this one out. Let's see what they got.
Well, that's got to have some impact on the scoreboard. Let's take a look. Alex Noren is atop the leaderboard with a 1-stroke lead. The 16th hole, right in the middle of the snake pit here at the Copperhead course. Par 4 measuring over 450 yards.
There's some trees over on the right-hand side that you want to take it just left of to find the center of the fairway. From there, you're going to go in with a mid-iron to a really small green. A high, soft shot is required to hold this green.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Now that's heading further left than they wanted, I think. And here we are with the 3rd shot. Just 3 strokes back. This putt is about 16 feet.
Got to try and save the par here.
That will work. Alex Noren is atop the leaderboard with a 2-stroke lead. The final hole of the snake pit, an uphill par 3. Again, 210+ yards.
The final challenging par 3 on this golf course. Good news is, though, is the green funnels in from both the right and left edges. Most shots are going to end up right in the center of this green.
I'll be glad to be putting now. 12 feet to the cup coming up. Now, nice to make a mid-range par putt. Alex Noren currently in the lead. The closing hole of Innisbrook's Copperhead course is also the final hole of the snake pit, and this one here has everything going against it.
Lay it back and you're going to have a long second shot back up the hill, but if you take driver and find the fairway, you'll be rewarded with a very short second shot.
Going with the 9-iron, I think. Come on, get a good bounce to the left. Yeah, not a bad effort, that one. Up onto the green and a chance to hole your putt. And this putt for a final score of 64. Oh, just missed. Just 6 feet between he and the hole. It's half a chance of being hole, this one. The putt drops, and this player is finished for the day. What a rivalry that was. Let's recap some of the results. But it's a big thank you to Henny Koyak for bringing the magic on the ground today. What about what we saw, Henny?
Oh, Luke, I've seen some things that I'll never forget, both good and bad, but I had an absolute blast doing it. It was brilliant to watch. Those rivalries, I mean, wow. The pleasure was all mine.
Well, on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, and Rich Beam, thanks for tuning in. Catch you tomorrow. EA Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Valero Texas Open. Today's coverage is about to kick off. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group today.
Hi, Luke and Rich. Looking forward to following these two players again as they reignite their rivalry. I have a feeling we'll be in for some more exciting golf as these two battle it out.
Yes, what lessons have they learned in defeat? If you learn lessons in defeat and can turn it into a victory, well, you never lost, did you? Oh, that one's straight at the pipe. A par putt awaits. So it'll be a par to start their round.
Very nice par indeed. Very solid hole played.
Let's head across to the second, which is a par 5, but a long one, stretching over 600 yards.
Straight away for the most part, but there's a lot of danger both right and left here. The fairway bunkers down the left-hand side shouldn't really cause an issue. However, the second shots, the layup zone, there is a deep bunker on the right-hand side that could be brought into play. The third shot is to a green perched well above the fairway, and it's actually a double green. This green is also part of the 7th green.
Oh, that's a high caliber shot. Now switching our focus to Lydia Ko.
It's been so tight. She's tied here with her rival. And can she pull ahead now?
Okay, Henny. What's he looking at with this putt?
Setting up this putt 16 feet from the cup. This is what they have left for birdie here.
This one's dialed in. Oh, what a super shot. Currently 1 under for the event. Rich, let's head to the par 3 third, the first of our shorter holes.
You really hope that the wind is not blowing into your face on this tee shot and making it that much more difficult and longer. This green's perched up high. There's runoffs all around the left-hand side and the back portion of it, and obviously you want no part of coming up short. Players that find this green will find it difficult to two-putt as there's lots of humps and bumps and swales in it.
Okay, steady now. Big putt for par coming up. Why don't we catch up with what Lydia Ko's up to?
It's been a little up and down, but she's just 1 stroke back from her rival.
So after that effort, this is the current standings on the course. Lexi Thompson currently in top spot. The 4th is one of the stronger par 4s at TPC San Antonio, stretching 485 yards.
This is a very narrow driving area, especially where that fairway bunker comes into play down the left-hand side. Second shot is to a green that runs from right to left with a deep bunker down the left-hand side. Anything missed out to the right is no bargain either, as there is a runoff area out to the right-hand side. This is a difficult par 4.
That's well played. Pin high. Just 10 feet to the cup here.
If he holds this, Lydia Ko gets behind and he can potentially get on a roll in this rivalry. What a putt. Started this perfectly.
And that will drop in for birdie. And with it, he'll move to a couple under par. Well, TPC San Antonio gives you a few chances to get after the golf course, Rich, and right here at the 5th, there's a decision to be made off the tee.
This is an excellent opportunity to be brave, knock it on with the driver. If you lay back with an iron, a very straightforward pitch, but I just don't see the players wanting to lay up.
Yeah, that one will play. What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
Just got to trickle this one in the front door. It's downhill.
Go on, get in the hole. Now switching our focus to Lydia Ko.
She's got some work to do. She's 2 strokes behind so far.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks right now. He finds himself currently tied for 9th. Time to see what this par 4 has in store.
Players must find the fairway, avoiding that bunker down the right-hand side. But from there, second shot is up the hill to a green that runs away from the players ever so slightly, but still going in with a short iron into this par 4. A birdie is definitely makeable.
Sitting at 3 under par in a share of 9th position. This one needs to kick left. That's just inside the range. And this putt to move into the top 5. Ooh, right by the hole. Just 3 feet to the cup. Down she goes. Let's head to the next. The par 3 7th, Rich, has this big cavernous bunker that sits right in the front center of the green.
And it's a triple tier green as well, Luke. It shares it with the 3rd hole. Anything missed out to the right will be fine, although you'll be in a low area. It will be difficult to get it super close. But yes, you must avoid the bunker on the left-hand side. It is cavernous, as you said.
A chance to move deeper under the card. This putt's for 4 under. Just didn't drop. He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. They're nicely holed. Why don't we catch up with what Lydia Ko's up to?
She made bogey, gave one back on the last hole.
And after that effort, this is how the field is shaping up. And as we check the standings, Lexi Thompson currently holds top spot. Oh, I like this. The cover's coming off the big dog. Time to let it loose. And after a par at the last, a chance to perhaps signal some intent. You know, the Valero Texas Open is such a hugely popular and famous event in this great state of Texas. I know as a proud Texan, Beamer, this was one you wanted to win at some stage in your life. You get the cowboy boots for winning here. But TPC San Antonio, it really sorts out the players, doesn't it?
It does that and possibly more, Luke. I have to say that coming to this tournament, since its inception here at TPC San Antonio, I was a little dumbfounded on exactly how to play it because there was danger everywhere. It's just one of these golf courses where it's relentless, where you just don't feel like you stand on any particular shot and feel like it's easy. Like you can breathe easily and go ahead and let it go. Maybe on 1 or 2 holes, but that's about it. There is danger seemingly everywhere, especially off the tee around this golf course. Most notably, the 9th hole, where one player hit his first shot to the right, and then it stayed right, and then stayed right, and then all added up to a 16. So there you go. I think that's the highest score ever recorded at the PGA Tour event as well, a 16. Where? At TPC San Antonio.
Time for the second shot here at the 9th. Going with the 8-iron here. Oh, this would be handy if it could bounce right. Now 4 under par. Time for 5th. That's a touch of class. Terrific little chip.
Such soft hands.
And one of America's finest, Lexi Thompson, currently leads this tournament. As players make the turn, they find themselves on the tee at the 10th.
Generous driving area on this downhill par 4 that doglegs slightly from left to right. Second shot will be back up the hill to a green that's well protected by 3 bunkers. This is a good birdie opportunity if you find the fairway.
Getting ready to play their 3rd. And he needs this to save par. That'll affect the scorecard. And as we move along, it's Lexi Thompson on top of the standings here. Another birdie opportunity lies at the par 4 11th, but players must navigate the fairway bunkers.
Tee shots must be placed on the left-hand side to get the best view and angle for their second shots, as this green sits below the player and moves from left to right. Tee shots down the right might be closer, but it's going to leave a second shot over a deep bunker and making it that much more difficult to get close.
5 feet coming up to the cup.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
Now switching our focus to Lydia Ko.
She had a bad previous hole, came off with bogey.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Our current leader is up by 3 shots. Reached this par 4 12th, really challenging, especially around the green.
This tee shot is underrated in difficulty-wise. This is not an easy tee shot, as this fairway pitches from left to right. You want to skirt the bunker down the left-hand side as best possible to find the fairway. Second shot from there goes straight uphill and surrounded by 2 of the deepest bunkers on the golf course. As they say, Luke, everything is bigger in Texas, and these bunkers are proof of that.
A wonderful putt. You can claim it. Back-to-back birdies. And that puts him into the top 5 for the tournament. And now we can take a look at how that play affects the leaderboard. And as we check the standings, Lexi Thompson currently holds top spot. 13's a long par 3, measuring 245 yards, Rich, but it is playing downhill.
Downhill to a sliver of a green, however. Anything missed out to the right will leave a very challenging pitch shot to a green that'll sit well above them. Come up short in those bunkers, that's no bargain either. A 3 here, you done good.
Okay, step 1 complete, out of the bunker. Now let's go make a putt. If he makes this, he'll save his par. Looks good off the blade. Why don't we catch up with what Lydia Ko's up to?
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard. What do you think of the 14th, Rich? A par 5, 575 yards.
This is a really good par 5 here, Luke. Tee shot wants to favor the right-hand side of the fairway, if at all possible, shortening the hole some 20 yards. Second shot must avoid those fairway bunkers down the right and on the left-hand side. A narrow opening to this green should players go for it in 2.
Nicely done. And here we are with the 3rd shot. 4 shots behind our leader. Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt. I like the look of this. And mark it down. That's birdie number 7 on the scorecard. And that will take him to 6 under. As we start heading for home, Rich, we find ourselves on the tee at the 15th.
Could be the hardest hole on the golf course, Luke. Tee shot must avoid that bunker down the right-hand side. Second shot is to a green that's perched above the fairway and surrounded by 4 bunkers that are mean. This hole could make or break a player's day.
That should find the surface.
Luke, that did not end up where you said it was going to. It's in the rough.
How close was that to going down? You know, Luke Donald once made all 400-plus attempts inside 3 feet on the PGA Tour.
This is huge for momentum. Got to try and hold this. This for par.
As we find ourselves at the 16th, the par 3. Great entertainment here, Rich, especially with the centre bunker.
Love this hole. Probably my favorite one on the golf course, even with that bunker in the middle. The back portion of this green actually is an amphitheater, so anything missing a little bit long on both sides should wander back onto the green.
What a shot! Almost went in the bucket. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
He's staring down about 12 feet.
surely it's going to.
Now switching our focus to Lydia Ko.
Yeah, she's down, she's behind, her rivals scooting ahead. Let's see what happens.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Trailing by a few shots after that hole. As we get down the stretch here at TPC San Antonio, there's a number of options that can be taken. This 17th's a fascinating hole.
Luke, if it's playing downwind, a driver is a must. If it's back into the wind, take out the iron for safety.
Oh, absolutely flushed. Why don't we catch up with what Lydia Ko's up to?
She's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
This putt is for a share of second.
And with only one hole left, a must make.
And that's 8 birdies today. And that will take him to 7 under. Lexi Thompson currently leading the field here. Well, while the closing hole at TPC San Antonio can be reached in 2, Rich, it's all set up by the tee shot.
Tee shot must find the fairway. If not, you have water hazards left and bunkers right that will gobble up that second shot if you're slightly out of position.
Oh, well done. Getting ready to play their third. Just 2 shots behind. Well, this will be a big birdie here. Good putt to make. Ouch, that hurts. This putt is for a score of 65. It's got a chance. And we're all over. Bar the shouting. All right, Rich, no victory for this player, but a second, not too bad.
Not too bad indeed. What an event. There's lots of positive takeaway from this week. Congratulations on a very, very good week.
Well, that was a thrilling day, and on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for your company. We look forward to the next time you join us.
Yuk, lanjut yuk. Yuk, let's go. Sholat dulu tadi, Cok.
.2K Sports and the PGA Tour proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Legends Championship is about to start. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hey guys, yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing these two go at it again. It was a great rivalry first time round, and now, more so than ever, they're going to want to beat each other.
Jon Rahm, he is an absolute fighter. He's both the bull and the matador. Certainly excited to see how this rivalry fares today. That was wonderfully done. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
This one will run uphill. Rolling end over end. This putt's looking great.
And that's for birdie. Well holed.
I've never been disappointed by starting off my round with a birdie, Luke, I can tell you that.
Currently 1 under for the tournament. And a par 4 awaits at this next hole. Taking aim from about 180 yards here. Going with the 7. Yeah, a quality shot from him. He'll be pleased. Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it. Hey, nice looking line. Let's go to Jon Rahm.
He's 2 strokes behind his rival this week.
And as Jon Rahm steadies himself over the ball. So after that effort, this is what the leaderboard looks like. And after a birdie at the last, they take the honour on the hole.
Anginnya nggak ada anginnya.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Keep your fingers crossed for a bounce to the right. Good shot there.
Already had a few birdies today. This for another.
Alhamdulillah.
This putt is about 17 feet long.
This is their look at birdie.
Looking really good, this one. Yeah, you like the look of that right off the blade.
Got to say, putting this well from this distance is a huge confidence booster.
We'll now move over to Jon Rahm.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, that's clutch. What a way to save your par.
And this is why you got to keep your foot on the gas at all times. These guys and girls are good.
Let's see what happens here on the 4th. This looks to be a fairway seeker to me. Well, Rich, it's only mid-season, but you've got to like the way the player has been performing so far.
Yeah, look, this player has played so solid all year long. It's well within the top 125. I don't see any issues of this player not making it to the Tour Championship. I'd safe to say they're going to go ahead and move on.
They'll have to work extra hard to get out of this one.
They'll have to channel their inner Severiano Ballesteros here. This needs good hands.
Pretty sure he'll be happy to be back on the green. Putting for birdie here. And with that, that's their 4th birdie. And with that, he'll move to 4 under par. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. Time to face a par 4 now. Well struck. Well, I like the way this person's playing. Birdies all over that scorecard.
It's a good start to the day. Let's hope they can keep up the good form.
Oh, that was so close to going in.
Jon Rahm watched that one all the way. Great approach shot. This player is definitely upping the pressure in this rivalry.
Here's Jon Rahm. Oh, what a wonderful bunker shot. Just a 4-footer remaining. Don't want to miss it. Could be costly. Mark it down. That's birdie number 5.
Unreal display this week with that wand.
Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. Here at Lone Grove Golf Course, the 6th hole is a par 4 measuring a decent 465 yards, Rich, all the way back there at the tips.
There's no bunkers on this tee shot. Plenty of room to hit it both right and left, but if you miss it wide one direction or another, you're going to find all kinds of troubles with those tall trees. Just that one bunker that fronts the left-hand side of the green here. Again, though, a lot of runoff areas around this green makes that second shot so much more difficult to get it close.
Choosing the 9-iron here. This one's going right at the pin here. That's a good shot by him. He'll be delighted. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
This is downhill. Can't be too bold.
This one has eyes for the hole. Oh, that had eyes for it. Lovely shot. And that will move him to 6 under par. After that hole, this player is second in the standings, behind Lexi Thompson. Teeing off now on this par 3. Let's go to John Rahm.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And back to the play, shall we? This putt for the lead. Oh, so close. And this putt is to move into a share for the lead. Not a bad line, this. And there it is. Well, good move there. Anything north on the leaderboard's always pleasant. Let's see what happens here at the 8th. Well, on the tee now, coming off for par. Chance to pipe one up the middle. Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you? This one from about 160 yards out. He shares the lead. And choosing the 8-iron here. That's a good-looking shot there. This putt to get to 7 under the card. Go in. And that's a long-range bomb. And rest assured their rival will be looking over their shoulder. Moments like that deserve another viewing. Let's take a look at the replay.
They got their putting boots on here. Look at how this ball rolls end to end. Thing of beauty.
And after that hole, he's now alone at the top of the leaderboard. And coming off for birdie, they'll be proud of themselves, a chance to keep it rolling.
This hole is so gettable. They're definitely looking to extend that lead by 1 or maybe even 2 strokes once the hole is finished.
This one looks to be heading for the sanctuary of the fairway. Sitting at 7 under par for the day, currently in the lead. This one's headed right, Rich. Well, they got after that one right up near the surface. Good play.
What a sensational play on this par 5 there, Luke.
Let's catch up with the current proceedings. And here we are with the 3rd shot. He leads the field by a stroke. Didn't that look good for a long time? Always nice to have a birdie putt.
It's looking solid.
Oh, he's on fire today. building upon his lead, hole after hole.
Back-to-back birdies moving the right direction there, Luke.
Here we go, the 10th hole.
Forget banana ball. This is way worse.
Setting up in the first cut. Oh, that was pure. 8 under for the day. Currently in top spot. Outstanding approach shot. Just putt right on 10 feet. A good one to make.
This for par.
That was a gallant attempt. Well, they say a bogey pleases someone. The rest of the field buoyed now after that drop shot by our leader. Let's take a look at the current standings. Leading by a shot after that hole. And on the tee now, coming off the bogey. Might have a bit of a sting in the tail, I'd imagine. Looks to be going with the 4-iron. It's just a tad off line, that one. Headed towards the left. A wonderful shot. A chance for birdie here on the 11th. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
Setting up this putt 11 feet from the cup.
Fair effort, that. Good birdie. And that will take him to 8 under. We'll now move over to John Rahm.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. The 12th hole here at Lone Grove Golf Club, 543 yards, par 5.
Again, no bunkers off the tee shot here, Luke, though, but anything missing out to the right or even far left, you're just going to have all kinds of problems. Second shot down the hill to a green that's surrounded by water in the front, bunkers both left and right. I love this golf course. I love the beauty of it, but I got to say, it is a really difficult course.
Not able to find the green in 2, but a bold play.
What a shame. Has hit a lot of greens today, just not on this occasion.
Oh, I thought that one was going in. Putting for birdie.
This is on a stupendous line.
The putt drops, and that's back-to-back birdies.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
He sits in first position. Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here. That's a nice-looking tee shot, that one. And this shot here coming up from around 130 yards. Currently in the lead by a shot.
Needs a little members bounce to the right.
Yes, anytime you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it. A birdie putt awaits. Looking really good, this one. It doesn't matter how you hit it if you can hold putts like that. And let's have one more look at that shot.
What an amazing putt from way out.
So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. This hole is a long par 5.
Nicely done.
Second shot here on the 14th hole. Getting ready to play their third. Currently leading by 2. Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. Let's go to Jon Rahm.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
7 feet to the cup.
Looking good so far.
Oh, well played. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. Time to see what this par 4 has in store. Good shot there, Beamer. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
This is a nice confidence booster. Downhill green, club down.
Not sure if that's how they drew it up.
A bit short with that effort.
No green in reg, but a chance to save their par. Ooh, that almost went down. Let's see if you can make this. Keep the par on the card. And the putt drops, now 11 under, heading down the stretch.
And anything can happen down the stretch. Let's see what takes place.
Teeing off here on the 16th hole. Come on, look after us. Little bounce to the right here. We'll now move over to Jon Rahm.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Okay, time to return to the action. Anything in 5 feet to be handy from here.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
That's disappointing. This putt is of 9 feet.
Yep, tracking nicely.
That gets the job done. Now leading by 1 shot.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on?
Here we are at the 17th tee.
Wonder how they will play this hole. Do they want to attack it? If so, they can extend their lead.
Not bad. Let's go to Jon Rahm.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
Let's catch up with Jon Rahm. And here we are with the 3rd shot. He leads the field by a stroke. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? And if this can go down, he'll save par.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
These are on rails, looking good.
That's a good putt to make, that one. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. And Rich, after the first 17 have tested the play, they find themselves on yet one more examination with this last hole.
I love this hole because if you're leading and have a chance to win, this is the tee shot you want. There's all kinds of room out there to the right-hand side. Tee it high and let it fly. Give yourself the best opportunity to go into this elevated green with a short iron to make it as easy as possible on you. That's much easier said than done, Luke, as you and I both well know.
Oh, that's outstanding. Another great shot by our leader. And with this putt, he will win the event. It's on a good line. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Here's what's left. A moment like that, Rich, just fills you with joy. What a performance.
Fantastic week, Luke. A well-deserved win. This player was on top of their game the entire week. Congratulations.
And Rich, they did it. A slim lead going into that back nine, and yet they pulled out the win.
This player stepped up when they needed it the most. That part of it is probably the most impressive thing to me, how they kept everybody else at bay.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. I'm Luke Elvey, and on behalf of Rich Beam, plus all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's good night for now.
Jangan ram.
2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Norwood Invitational is about to get underway. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and out on the course following our feature group is the delightful Henny Koyak. Hello, Henny.
Thank you, Luke. What a lovely introduction and what a lovely day. I'm very much looking forward to strolling the fairways alongside these two players. They have been at each other, let me tell you. There's been a little bit of banter on social media back and forth in the lead up to this match. They have a bone to pick. They have a bee in their bonnet, and it's all going to be settled out on this golf course today.
I'm jumping around in my seat, and I can also see Rich Beam doing exactly the same. He managed this feat back in 2002 when he won the PGA at Hazeltine over the great Tiger Woods.
Oh, please, Luke, don't mention that. Once we get Rich on his high horse, there's no getting him down again. Although he has shown that it can be done. Tiger Woods can be beaten. However, it is such a tall order. I know that this player has beaten all of these incredible roster of players in all these rivalries so far, but come on, this is Tiger Woods. Can it really be done today?
Well, that's the question we're going to get answered, aren't we? Very few people have ever laid claim to beating Tiger head-to-head. Good luck in your rivalry. You're going to need it. Going with the pitching wedge here. Well, they'd love a little bounce to the right here. This is one of those lengthy putts. Good one just to get close.
Come on, ball. Don't deny him.
That's one of those putts that you're proud of at the end of a round. They all add up. Oh, what a shot that was. Why don't we revisit the magic?
I need to see this again because I still can't believe they hold that.
Why don't we catch up with our man in the hot seat, Tiger Woods?
He's happy, just came off a birdie.
How close was that to going down? Let's return to live play now. Teeing off here at the third hole.
Nice birdie in the last hole for a change. First one of the day. They needed it desperately. Now, next hole, looking for more.
This one headed left.
They're looking to get this one close in hopes of saving par. Putting for a par now.
It's tracking.
That's frustrating. 3 feet to go here to the hole.
Yeah, putting for bogey here.
Yeah, good putt. Well hold.
This guy is putting the lights out of it this week.
Next up is this par 4 hole.
Looking to bounce back after that bogey, and they've got a great opportunity here.
Time for the second shot here at the 4th. That's right out of the copybooks. Exquisite. This one's for birdie. This looks good. And down it goes. And with it, he moves to 1 under par. Let's catch up with Tiger Woods, shall we? It's time to check on the leaderboard. Justin Thomas is at the top of the leaderboard with a 1-shot lead. Teeing off here at the 5th. Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. Oh, what a lovely shot. He'll be delighted to be inside the range there.
There's a long way, but I tell you what, I've seen it happen before, so there's a chance.
Oh, just missed. Putting for a par here. Now heading over to Tiger Woods.
Birdied their last hole.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Justin Thomas is our current leader. Time to tee off at the 6th. That reminded me of the Big Easy. Silky smooth. And this player's really going after it here, Rich.
2 big hits there, knocking it on this par 5 and 2.
Looking really good for eagle. And that will take him to 3 under. He's sharing 13th place. And there's always the sense of a birdie in the air when we stride onto a par 5 tee. Second shot here on the 7th. Getting ready to play their third. 3 strokes off the lead. What's in front of them, Henny?
Setting up this putt 10 feet from the cup. All right, this to get ahead of Tiger Woods. What a sentence, what a one-up that would be, and what a rivalry this is.
Why don't we catch up with what Tiger Woods is up to?
He's got some work to do, but he's only 1 back from his rival.
Ooh. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Just a couple to play here on the opening 9. Here's the tee shot at the 8th. Chosen the pitching wedge here. Bit untidy, wasn't it? Why don't we catch up with our man in the hot seat, Tiger Woods?
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
That's a shame. Had a chance to hit the green, but couldn't quite get there.
Well, he tried to fade it in there, but just didn't commit to it.
Second shot here on the 8th. Didn't quite get the approach close enough, so a long putt in front of them.
This is what they have left for par.
Get in the hole. Well, nice to drop a putt of that length. Well done. And it's time to recap that play.
Now this is how you putt. Take another look at this.
Now 4 back after that hole. Next up is this 2-shot hole. That tee shot looks pretty good. Henny, what have they got in front of them here?
Yeah, I think he's got around 135.
This needs just a little work to the left-hand side.
Not a bad approach, that one, up onto the green. A couple of putts from there, and that'll be a pretty good hole. Good look at a birdie here. Go to your home ball. Go to your home. That's a big-time putt, that one. And their rival knows it too. They heard the cheers. Currently 5 under for the round.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
Oh, exciting times on the tee of a par 5.
Par 5 at the 10th. This hole is wide open. Tear high and let her fly.
Second shot here on the 10th hole. And here we are with the 3rd shot. Currently 4 shots off the pace. Now heading over to Tiger Woods.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
let's get back to it, shall we? And here we are with their fourth. 4 strokes off the lead. Didn't that look good for a long time? He has this putt to save his par.
Looks good.
Oh, wonderful effort. Confirms the par. Currently at -5 now for the event. And now teeing off on this par 4 hole. Playing this shot from around 120 yards. 3 behind our leader. Great looking shot this.
Oh, it's not often you come up against Tiger, but he's really proving himself out there today.
Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. And racking up their 5th birdie of the day. And that will take him to 6 under. Why don't we catch up with what Tiger Woods is up to?
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Trailing by a stroke after that hole.
Getting closer to that top spot on the leaderboard. This is getting interesting.
Let's head to the 12th hole. Going with the pitching wedge here. He didn't look to hit that one quite so flush.
Not taking enough club to get it there.
Getting ready to play their 3rd. Just 1 stroke back and right in it. Wow, that almost went in the hole. This putt is about 10 feet from the hole.
This really looks good.
That's a bogey, but not a bad putt. Justin Thomas is atop the leaderboard. He's got a 1-shot buffer. Well, 13th. It's unlucky for some, Rich. And what are we looking at here, Henny?
I can see the 125-yard marker just nearby.
Going with the 8-iron here. Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie. It was on a good line. And this one is for his par. And JT is currently our leader. It's time to tee off here at the 14th hole. And he's down there. You got a read?
Firm back up the hill. This will be a good one.
This is buckets. Oh, the long-range bomb. Is there anything better in the game? And that will move him to 6 under par. Why don't we catch up with our man in the hot seat, Tiger Woods?
He's getting some airtime between him and his rival. He's 2 ahead.
He finds himself tied for 6th.
I tell you what, inching closer to that top spot on the leaderboard, things are definitely heating up.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. That's a great shot here at the 15th. It sets up a look for birdie. A spot in the top 5 on the line here. Oh, that's stellar play. Back-to-back birdies, and what a time to make them. Well, that's a lovely way to make a move into the top 5. Just one off the lead after that hole.
Managing to chase down the leaders, closing that gap. Gotta like it.
This is the all-important stretch. Time to make your move.
Pretty good shot there.
From around 170 yards here, just a stroke behind the leader. I've seen worse looking swings in a playground. Right into the water on that one. Playing their 4th shot. Currently a shot off the lead. This should play. That's inside the house of opportunity. 18 feet to the cup.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today. This one looking really good.
Now heading over to Tiger Woods.
He's feeling good, just birdied the last hole.
Here's Tiger. And after that effort, let's take a look at how it stands. Currently at 6 under par overall. And after a bogey at the last, they're looking for a big drive on this hole.
How much do you trust your swing? Go for it, and only 327. Lay up. Bunkers right, water left.
Not a bad line, this one. Why don't we catch up with what Tiger Woods is up to?
Yeah, he needs to press on that gas pedal. He's 2 strokes back from his rival.
And back to the course with the live action. Time for the 2nd shot at the 17th. Come on, let's make this putt. It's for a share of 4th on the leaderboard. That is hunting for the hole. And nice effort from him. He bounces back from the bogey at the last hole. And with that, he'll move to 7 under. Incredible. Alex Noren finds himself with a 1-shot lead over the field. And now teeing off on the final hole of this round.
Difficult tee shot, water lurking down the left-hand side. Don't hit it where the wild things are.
An outstanding performer with already 5 wins under their belt. I know, Rich, that is a player after your heart.
And what an amazing opportunity now to get it all square with this putt.
Well, this is it. They need this putt to force a playoff. Big chance here. And that putt will seal his fate, unfortunately. Just missing the chance to take the trophy.
Unfortunately, no. Gave it a good run, but at the end of the day, didn't get it done.
And as this event comes to a conclusion, he'll take a tie for 2nd.
Not a bad result whatsoever. Top 3 at any tournament is a good showing. Didn't get the top prize, but still lots of positives to take from. However, they're probably also going to look at the negatives, what they could have done better to get to that first place. But still, nice paycheck headed their way.
I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam, and on behalf of all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's goodbye for now. UK Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Zurich Classic of New Orleans is about to start. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth. And it's hello to Henny Koyak down on the course, following our featured group.
Hey, Luke and Rich. I'm looking forward to treading the fairways again with these two because they were absolute fire the first time round. And I have a feeling that after their exchanges on social media, it'll be even more spicy out here.
Yes, but they certainly have to make the most of every moment they get because there'll be very few today. Fire up. This is a big rivalry, this one.
Tanya dulu dah. Jam Ginari masalahnya, Bang.
Needs this to kick a bit left. And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard.
Yang mau nutup kapan emang?
Didn't quite have the right stuff there.
Well, I think they fell in love with the line, forgot about the pace.
Rich, if you missed a birdie opportunity at the first, you've certainly got one here at the second.
Yeah, it's par 5. It's pretty much just straight away. You got to avoid those bunkers down the left-hand side. For those players laying up, you got to lay it up shy of the big bunker down the right-hand side. This green sits ever so slightly above the fairway, and again, they're just not that big of targets. It really is a cool golf course designed by Pete Dye.
Oh, I love this type of courage, Rich. Going forward in 2.
Using the big muscles to get it home in 2 there.
That's inside the range. Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
He's 2 strokes behind his rival this week.
So after that effort, this is the current standings on the course. Solid play finds that player moving up the leaderboard after that hole. The third hole is a long par 3 measuring 230 yards.
Be careful of the wind here. You can't always feel it, as those trees on the left sometimes block it out. Missing it right is an obvious no-no, but missing it left is no guaranteed of an up and down either. The green slopes away pretty severely over there.
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? This would be a great up and down. Oh, that's the hands of a surgeon. Lovely touch.
Love watching this player around the greens.
He's currently tied for 13th.
Nggak ada.
TPC Louisiana might be known as a birdie fest. However, you're going to find plenty of challenges, including the par 4 fourth.
How can bunkers that are so minuscule be so agonizing? That's exactly what these are down the left-hand side of the fourth hole. You avoid those, and you get a good look at the green for your second shot that gently works away from the player.
That's a shame. Just leaking left, that one. Yeah, nicely played. A chance to get to 3 under with this putt.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
Ouch, that hurts. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
This is outside range for him, 26 feet.
Come on, ball. Come on.
Nice putt to make that one. Give yourselves a pat on the back. Well, that's worth a replay. Let's take another look.
I could watch this one all day. Who would have thought that would go in?
Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. Rich, the 5th is a shortish par 4 by today's standards, but still enough there to mess with your ball.
Players want to move the tee shot from right to left on this hole because there's some trees on the tee box that'll kind of force you that direction, so driver may not be the play. The second shot, however, that's where it gets interesting. This green absolutely belongs in a skate park. This has more humps and bumps and wobbles in it. It is a very cool design.
Still a fair way away from the hole here. Time to make a long putt. A spot in the top 10 on the line here if they can hold this. This one's looking good. Oh, terrific. What an effort. And he dances his way to the top 10 after that delightful shot. Our leader is currently enjoying a 4-stroke advantage. The 6 is a tremendous par 4.